Do you remember when this was the only way of getting gaming news? Yes, back in my day, we had to wait every single month to get one of these shipped to our houses if we had a subscription. Otherwise, we had to go to the liquor store and buy it off the rack. Of course, nowadays, that has been replaced by this little guy, the World Wide Web. And there isn't really GamePro, Nintendo Power, Electronic Gaming Magazine, or EGM. There's now GameSpot, IGN, PC Gamer, Game Informer, Games Radar, Kotaku, Polygon, Rock Paper Shotgun, Eurogamer, Game Trailers, Destructoid, Engadget, The Verge, Tech Radar, Wired, and countless others to name. Not only has this created a stagnant and busy market, it has also annoyed the hell out of some people. These different corporations, these different media groups are vying for your attention and vying for your eyes because that's the way they get paid. It's as easy as you advertising or posting a video or something onto Twitter. They get a click off of that. They get paid off of advertising dollars. And something has come up recently that isn't gaming related per se, but it is media review related. And recently, the Penguin got a 5, and Agatha All Along got an 8. Now, this starts two different discussions in my opinion. It starts, 1, do number reviews even mean anything anymore? Do they mean anything? As you can see, this is mostly going to be talking about IGN, but overall, it is all these huge media corporations. And first off, do number reviews even mean anything? And 2, do the number reviews mean something as in, are they actually reviewing? Or are they using these numbers to get clicks? The perfect case in the last week has been the Penguin versus Agatha All Along. Now, Agatha, if I were to give it a number, I usually don't review with numbers. I review by just reviewing it. I would say that it is a 5 or a 6. I don't think it's an 8 at all. The Penguin, on the other hand, that at least is an 8, if not a 9. Now, I know that these big media corporations have multiple people doing the reviews, and that these two reviews were different people. The Penguin's reviewer was Eric Adams, and Agatha All Along was Joshua Yale. Now, here's the main point of my argument, and it's because back in the day, there wasn't any way of getting your name out there besides being in a publication, besides being at a media corporation. Nowadays, there are bountiful tools of you to be getting your name out there online, of getting information, your reviews, your stuff out there online. There isn't really a need for these media corporations anymore. There's powers in individuals. And with those individuals, there's also a slight chance that they're genuine and authentic and real. I'm not saying that any of these reviewers aren't saying that, but carrying their review with a publication, I really do think is not necessary anymore. I don't think it is. And I also wanted to work at IGN, GameSpot, hell, G4 back in the day, if you're old like me. And that's just not the way things go anymore. And I think more and more people are getting tired of these corporations, of the people at these corporations in particular too. And no offense to Joshua Yale or Eric Adams. Oof, Eric Adams. Sorry you got that name, bro. But their reviews kind of carry the media corporation's name now. So also the weird thing about the Penguin review by Eric Adams is that, is it covering all of the episodes? Did he get all 8 of the episodes and that's what he's reviewing right here? Reading through it, it's as if he has seen all of the TV episodes, but we've only seen 1. Why did Warner Brothers send you guys a screener for the whole season that's going to last the next 2 months? And then you just reviewed all of them at the same exact time? Why would you review the entire series unless there was a reason? Sometimes you really have to think about the politics of these media corporations and who they're friendly with and who they're not friendly with. Like, why would you do this? Why would you do the entire show? And here's his verdict. It's tempting to pat the Penguin on the back for at least trying something, but that's the type of patronizing gesture that would cause Colin Farrell to sneer through the layers of prosthetics that transform him into Oswald Cobb. What? You're saying that patting it on the back is patronizing? That's a pretty big statement. A highlight in small doses in the Batman, Oz withers in the spotlight of the Penguin. When he's not overshadowed by ally turn enemy turn ally turn enemy, again, Sophia Falcone, played to the hilt by Kristen Milotti. The limited series worships at the altars of The Godfather, Goodfellas, Scarface, The Sopranos, and Breaking Bad, but Sophia's family are no Corleones. Oz is no Tony, and in these 8 episodes, they're not given the time or space to get anywhere close to those crime drama landmarks. Are you reviewing the entire series, bro? What the hell? We're 8? This is spoiler free. Did you get the whole thing? Oh my god. Okay. By comparison, Agatha All Along, they're doing individual episode reviews. So for instance, the premiere was technically episode 1 and 2, and Josh just did an episode 3 review as well. I don't know if you guys have also heard about the recent controversy with the IGN 7. The IGN 7 is now basically average, and I've actually heard a very good argument for a new type of rating system if you even want to do one, which is a -5 to a +5, or a -10 to a +10. Meaning, in the negatives, you hate it, but how much do you hate it? In the positives, you like it, but how much do you like it? I think this would actually be more understandable, but the problem is, it doesn't go into the Metacritic number thingy-majiggy probably. There's another reason why I've always been a fan of the Siskel and Ebert thumbs up or thumbs down, because that is your personal recommendation about a piece of media, a movie, a TV show, a game. I know in books like this, they used to give numbers, but those numbers for their reviews actually meant something. For instance, their star review for Ghostbusters the video game, which I actually did enjoy, is 4 out of 5. But the review itself is fun factor. So how much fun were they having while playing the game? And another one for Infamous that came out, its fun factor is 4.5. And then they give you a pros and cons. What happened to that? Oh, Terminator Salvation was a 2. That's sad. If you go back even further in GamePro reviews, they actually used to break down the graphics, the sound, the fun, all into separate numbers, which really did give a comprehensive review on a product, especially when games were still $60, but $60 back in the 90s, it's a little bit different than it is today. Still a lot of money. Still a lot of money. I guess my biggest point of all this is to you, the viewer, the media ingester. If you're getting tired of these media corporations, the best thing to do is just don't look. Just don't look. Don't click. Block them if you want to on social media. Enjoy the people, the reviewers, the individuals that you found online that you like and trust and can disagree with and can actually talk to. A lot of the individuals on YouTube, on Instagram, stuff like that, they will interact with you because they're individuals as well. Now, while these writers at IGN may interact with you, I have seen many cases of them, they need to protect their brand, first off. They protect the IGN brand, the GameSpot brand. That is their biggest goal. That is their biggest mission because they work there. It makes sense. And these reviews carry the name of that media corporation. Again, I'm not aware of what's happening behind the scenes. I don't know if Disney is giving IGN, Josh, a bunch of stuff, access, that kind of thing. That is why they've been donned or coined Access Media. And I don't know why they want to burn their bridge with Warner Brothers. I don't know any reason why. No reason why. It's not like they tried to smash Hogwarts Legacy or anything like that. The IGN 7, the overall, it kind of is not a waste of time, but it's more so a waste of energy. It's a waste of energy. Personally, I think anybody can do this. I do. I think everyone has the power to set up their phone, to sit in front of a camera, to talk, to share their thoughts and feelings, to share in stuff that they actually love, to find a fellowship with others that not need to think like you, but that you can talk to. You can just talk to them. And these access media corporations, you know how big they are. This company owns that company, owns that company, owns that company, and they have one goal in mind. Yes, making money. Who doesn't, right? But your integrity and authenticity is something that I don't think is carried by a media corporation anymore. I think it's carried by the individual. So Josh and Eric, they are individuals online who are also posting some stuff. And as you've seen the last couple years, a bunch of media conglomerates and, media sites are just falling apart. Rooster Teeth being the biggest example for me. I was a huge fan of G4, Rooster Teeth, Funhouse, Inside Gaming, stuff like that for years. All that's gone now. It's gone. While being sad on one part, I do think it is thrilling on another part. There is a gap. There is a space for individuals like myself, individuals like a bunch of others who are on YouTube or on Twitter or stuff like that. A place for you to meet up with the actual person, to involve yourself in the actual person, to talk to us, and to not only be heard, but to create. I think that's kind of cool. I think the coolest thing about this hobby is creating something, working on something, and then interacting with you guys. It's pretty cool. Now, my word doesn't really carry as much weight as these huge media corporations, and it's still my opinion. I think it still means something. It does. Rather than shouting into the void, which is what I'm doing anyways. Yes, the time of the media giants are over. They need to be over. And the time of the individuals with integrity needs to be here. Needs to be here. I don't know. That's kind of just a little rant that I wanted to go on today. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, about how these media giants are still around. They're holding on by a string and they're gobbling up each other. But I don't think they're going to be around for long. Their access is dwindling and individuals are getting more powerful every day. Individuals like yourself and I. We hold the power. We hold the power. Like when you're looking up reviews of a movie of a person online that you kind of trust or you've agreed with in the past, you kind of take their word a little bit more than someone online or Rotten Tomatoes or somebody else from a media corporation. By the way, go watch Mega 64. They're amazing. And they're indie, so keep it indie. The indies in every facet are getting more and more powerful. Hollywood's falling. Hollywood, these game corporations, these access media corporations, they're all falling, and there is going to be a space for individuals like yourself to make a name for themselves. So if you ever have thoughts about doing this kind of thing, do it. Just do it. You never know what can happen. I don't know. Basically it.